Oh, what an honor. What a privilege. It's good to be in front of you, my subscribers, my viewers, my tourists, my curious sports fan out there because the world is exciting and it's hot. It's melting hot. I'm indoor animal today, not taking chances. Yesterday I had a spell of the heat. But let's not go there. Let's just celebrate good things, man, in sports. Cape Verde holding the world champion, former world champion Spain to a draw in the World Cup. What about that? Huh? Huh? Did you see that? Yeah, Cape Verde. That's a great, it's a tiny country, tiny island. But they held the big country of Spaniard to a draw in the World Cup, my friend. That is exciting. That's why we love sports. Underdogs, small countries. You can go to track, Saint Lucien, you have a world champion. That's what happens, man. That's why we root for the underdogs. What about the Japanese fans cleaning the stadium at the end of their match? Huh? Did you see that? That is why we need to recognize cultures that are decent. The Japanese fans, their locker rooms, their players cleaning that, cleaning after yourself. Some countries, some cultures, some civilization can learn from Japanese. Decent human beings. That has to be recognized in athletics without boundaries. I told you there's no boundaries. And so I'll begin with that FIFA World Cup highlights. The Pharaohs held their own against the chocolate makers of Belgium and King Leopold. What a mixed bag I just gave you. 1-1 draw. Great game. I'm glued. You guys, if you are feeling lonely, which sometimes happen to most of us, join Trevor Noah. He has this channel on YouTube where you can be on YouTube as a fan. You are watching it together, laughing, enjoy it. This is why I'm watching World Cup because of Trevor Noah with these fans tuning with the chats and all that stuff. I'm really tuned in. Tomorrow, I'm still with them. Senegal versus France. My friend, that is a game you must watch. I'm sitting back enjoying the game. Somewhere I was gonna boycott, but I'm like, you know what? I need to be entertained. So I've recanted. I've recanted on my first solidarity with the Somalia FIFA referee who was banned from coming to America. Listen, there's politics in sports. I'm not going to get myself sucked into it. I'm enjoying life. And if sports give me that joy, I'm playing with it. Talking of sports that I usually focus on, athletics. Athletics, Los Angeles, the state that is on fire right now. Average there is 90 degrees, my friend. You don't know what 90 degrees means, then don't go out. But players are playing out there, runners were running in Grand Prix. And the USA Tara Davis Woodhall. Whoa, 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 in the Grand Prix this last yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, yeah. A few hours maybe behind because I was busy. She jumps and she jumps far and she jumps the farthest in the world this year. 725 was illegal. That was the farthest she jumped in the long jump. This is a world champion. This is an Olympic champion. Okay, she's making her debut in outdoor season in LA. 725 illegal. Why? Wind aided. She was feeling like an angel, like superwoman. She is. She goes 725, is not recognized. Instead, she gets a good mark of 720 as the farthest she could jump in that long jump. Unbeatable. She lost about 3 years ago in long jump. Right now, she's just begun her season. 720. Nobody's even close. The closest, the closest somebody came to even attempting to threaten her in that position of superiority was Monet. Monet, what was her name? She's been doing very well in Europe, by the way. Until Monet Nichols gave her a jump or gave a what a push in the competition, but she only could do 681 meters. I'm talking of meters, by the way, my friend. So let's just give it to her. Let's give it to this superior woman. The face of field events goes to Tara Davis Woodhall with a 720 long jump in LA, Hollywood. I think it was cool a little bit. He's been hard, my friend. Even now, right now, I'm starting to feel it because the energy I'm emitting to you guys is catching up with me. That was long jump, the winner. And then we had an event, and I knew this is an event that I enjoy, the Hammer, with MC Hammer, right? And this time, a French Jan Chausinade takes it from the Canadian Ethan Curtisberg. He throws a hammer of 82.44 meters ahead of Ethan Curtisberg of Canada. And that was that. No, I think I'm reading here that the French improved on Ethan Cousenberg while lead by 1 centimeter and broke national record that has stood in France for 26 years. I just read, I'm reading right here. So, yes, Jan Chausinad of France wins that hammer. And that was that in the hammer time. Can touch that. That is the winner for you, my friend. Happening in LA. I missed out on this one. Listen, some things I can't see live because man, these apps these days they're expensive. Every platform you have to subscribe. And in this economy, my friend, I only picked one app for track and field this year, Flow Track, and I'm flowing with that. I'm not deviating. It's a lot of money for a year just for that subscription, and it is still good. I just couldn't see this one. I'm reading notes, but I'm sharing my experience from what I'm reading. And so, what other event happened, or what other exciting thing happened? There was a 110 hurdles, and who won the 110 hurdles is Jamal Brett. He broke 13-second barrier indeed in 110 and was winning in 12:99. They're giving us minus 0.01 miles per hour speed. So that was legal. So he gets that one. So he breaks the 13-minute barrier, which is a challenge for most of these guys. Second place was world champion Cordell Tinch in 13:08. The winner, let's give it to Jamal, my friend. The Jamal guy, Jamal. What happened to Jamal today from Spain? Apparently he's injured. Do we care? It's Cavade holding Spain to a draw. I just saw the name Jamal over here. So now I say Jamal from Spaniard, the Barcelona juggernaut. Well, Chase Jackson in shot put. Two-time world champion indeed. She threw 20.53 in that one. 20.53. Chase Jackson, man. That tattooed, great, beautiful person she is. And there you have it, my friend. She wins. She wins ahead of the Canadian Sarah Mitton. These are rivals that are very familiar with each other. Sarah gets a 21:15 to a 20:53 in that event. And that's that. Okay, so highlight Chase Jackson. Like I say, she's a mural of tattoo. A mural of tattoo. It's an art these days. People say that once you get one tattoo, you can't stop. It's an addiction almost. Like you have to continue just parading it and making your body the way you want it. Hey, it's your body. Don't ask me. Valerie Sion. You know what she does? Nobody's beating her. I don't know why when people compete again, just give her first place, let everybody else fight for second place. Valerie the American Sion in discus, 68 again. I told you guys last time, she's a 70. 68 is becoming normal for her. Nobody could even, she goes 68, 46, 69, 15, and then she wins with a 69, 15 in the fifth round. My friend, Eric Bitsley throws a 65 for second place. For second place, winning is 69, second place is 65. That's 4 meters apart. That's dominance, man. There's some events you start to watch and you're like, ah. But again, everybody has a moment where they have flat uh, meet or flat day. And we saw that with Modo Duplantis, the Swede, the other day in Polvord, the guy from Australia, got him, Marshall, Curtis Marshall. He's won back to back, Stockholm, Oslo. So we can say you're having a winning streak, but right now, Valerie Sion in discus is unbeatable. Then we came to the 400 hurdles, and the Slovenian didn't make it back here to America. She decided to stay in Europe. She's having a three meet winning streak, and she's doing 53s in Europe. And so the second place last time they raced in Rabat was Anna Cockrell. She wins here and breaking a meet record with a 53.43. But she had to watch her back because the matriarch of the hurdles, former world champion Delilah Mohammed, was here catching up with her, finishing in second place in a 53.65. She's still here. She ain't going nowhere. She tried Europe, then she came home. She comes second here. Delilah Mohammed comes second to Anna Conkrell in the 400 meters hurdles. This is an event that right now is in Slovenia. Let's just give it to that lady in Slovenia. She's doing it in Europe, but come to America here. Anna Cockrell defends that territory as she should be in LA. She wins that one. And steeplechase, Gabrielle Jennings. Okay, 911. 911, you'll be 10th in Europe right now, Gabrielle. So here in America, 911 winning is okay because we know in Europe, my friend, we got even the Mononen from Finland will challenge Gabrielle in steeplechase right now. That is pedestrian time. I'm just telling you, competition here is nowhere. But again, she wins here. Gabrielle Jennings, I'm mentioning her, not in dismissing her performance. Is the competition she had, and she wins here. 400 meters, 49.90. Man, NCAA women were running faster than that, but Aliyah Butler wins it. Nigeria, Ella Onoju Wevio. Whoa, my gosh. Anyway, Ella, Nigerian. That last name, man, is like reading a book. Oh, man. 49.90, man, was Aliyah Butler, man. I don't want to butcher people's names. I won't do it. The big surprise and the big news maybe in LA Grand Prix is that Shakari Richardson finally wins a race. It's been a while. Okay, let's give this lady some flowers. I haven't been kind, but I've been highlighting some things that needs to be highlighted. But here she delivers. Here she wins. She needed this one. I think her career needs a win. Something. She needs to break 11 seconds. She does here 10.99. Kyla White 11.08. The story will be that she won. Okay? And when people who have been struggling to find their mojo, their past mojo, to find their past space in the podium of at least second, third, first place, Shakari Richardson right here in LA seems to recalibrate her mind and find a winning. She's find out something to win in the 100 meters. I'll give her that because she's been in the doldrums. She's been in the doghouse for a while. Okay, it's good to see her unleash her potential here and win this one. Well, good for Shakari Richardson with a 10.99 ahead of Kyla White. I'll give her that. I'll give her that. Shot put men. Rajidra Campbell. Jamaica, man, 21.94. Jordan Gist and Joe Jovic. Wow. Joe Kovic was winning in Europe. He comes home here, he goes third. And there's almost fatigue and adjusting to even coming back home. But Jamaican Rajidra Campbell is the winner here in 21.94. Got to give that. Some people are missing here. You know who? I won't mention them. Big dogs in the shot put. Shot put is very competitive, my friend. If you're not doing 21 and beyond, you ain't medaling. You're not making the rounds, my friend. Walalai. So Brandon Miller, if you haven't heard of this young man, I think in the last national championship, I was rooting for him to make some headways, to make a name for himself in the 800 meters. He hasn't done much. I saw him in the semifinals during the nationals championship. I thought he was legit. He's still legit. He's a 143 guy. Um, Not much of him comes screaming for me to say I know who he is. But Brandon Miller here wins the 800 meters, my friend. He does. And the pacemaker, what? Josh Carr was running 800 meters here, testing his speed. Kelly Atchison, 400 meters. The Brits are trying something different, huh? Okay, Josh Carr, 1500 meters champion. Okay, so here he tried it against Brandon Miller. He doesn't do it to the finish line because in the home straight, coming into the last 80 meters, 143.94 goes to Brandon Miller as Josh Carr fades to fourth place. And Donovan Brazier here is still a surprise to me. He gets third in 145.41. Third was Edel Robban. I don't know what to say about Donovan Brazier. He's trying very hard maybe to find his past glory. Maybe he's pushing himself too hard. 145 right now against Brandon Miller running 143. Something isn't clicking for Brandon. Not for Donovan. That's just my opinion. I don't know where it is. I wish I would talk to him a little bit. Is he trying too hard? Should he even take a? I don't know. Sometimes you try too hard and things don't click. He was in Rabat. He faded there. I didn't see much of him in Europe. He comes home here at 145 against Brandon Miller, who wins this one. So there's something about Donovan that needs to either he needs to find. Is it mental? When he was in Rome, I could tell he was disappointed when he faded really bad in the home straight. He could be battling some mental issues or mind issues that have to do with when you don't do very well. Are you very hard on yourself? Because that can impede your that thing coming out of you too, because you're too hard on yourself. And every time you don't do very well, you regress mentally. I don't think physically is having problems for me. It could be mental. And mentors can be challenging to athletes. I've been there. You get into a funk. You go back, you say, I'm training very well. I'm racing very well. I'm there where I'm supposed to do it. And then I don't find myself doing it. I've seen that with Bryce Hopper too, the American. They are fading in the home straight. They are really fading really bad. They are struggling. They had indoor season to figure out some few things. They come outdoor. Boys are just running away from this old guy. I'm not saying old 2019 world champion Donovan. Anyway, too much on that information for him, but I'm just curious. I'm a big fan of Donovan Brazier. If you've noticed my episodes, I'm always rooting for him, coming from injuries that almost retired his career or just crashed his career. To see him coming back in the nationals running 142 was good. But I'll finish with the 1500 meters. Emily McKay, 1500 meters. She wins in 3:59. Katie Snowden, 4 flat. But on the men, it was about 3,000. Cole Hawker comes second in 3:37 to the winner from South Africa, Shepo Shite. Okay? Man, Shepo Shite. 7:37.57 to 7:37.77. Cole Hawker, world champion, Olympian. Americans are struggling in middle distance right now, except you know who. Cooper Lockenhaus is a shining star right now in middle distance. Everybody else seems to be struggling. Mostly, I don't know what the issue is, but time will tell as the season unfolds. Nuguse is having a great season. Everybody else, Josh Go, no, not Josh Go. What's his name? The world indoor world record holder, 800 meters. Joey. Joey. I forgot his last name. 142.7 guy. Um, we haven't seen much from him. Is he injured? I don't know. He was supposed to be in LA. He was supposed to be. It was supposed to be him and Donovan Brazier in the 800 meters. I don't see him here. I don't see his name being mentioned here. I'll check the starting, who started and who finished, because I'm only seeing the summary, condensed version. Anyway, my friend, that is it from LA, the Hollywood, the city of movies and the city of drama and the city of scandals. No scandals for here. Japanese fans, Japanese culture, great human beings. Their fans clean the stadium. Cape Verde, man, holding Spain to a draw. And the Pharaohs holding their own against Brussels. King Leopold was held to the pole with a spike up his you know what. Man, do you know King Leopold? Do you know King Leopold? If you don't know, that's Belgium's king who ruled Congo and butchered people there. That's why I make fun, because when I think about it, it's infuriating. I've read a book. I've shared with you guys what I think. But Lukaku comes in and they are trying to say he scored that, but it was an own goal. He put pressure on them. I enjoy the game. I'm enjoying World Cup with my family. With the fatherhood of Trevor Noah, man. It's great. Great. Anyway, guys, that was it from LA. I don't see anything fantastic other than Tara Davis Woodhall, 720 meters in long jump. Top of the world as usual in this time of the year. Get on that runway, girl, and go get it. That's it from me. Athletics Without Boundaries. Please, your comments. If you watch, take your time to like it. That's all. Just like it. Just click. I know you're busy, but take your moment. It helps me understand where you stand in algorithms. That's how the world operates, man. I know you're watching. I know you're there. Thank you for being beautiful. Good day, good night, and be blessed. I'll see you again tomorrow. Let the games begin.